Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. That's what I'm talking about. Rest well, Eddie. Rest well, Eddie. Uh-oh, look, here come more people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, wow. That very voluptuous lady that probably has diabetes says she needs to eat. And I absolutely believe her. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Zukardowski here of wearechange.org, and there's a lot of just absolutely wild and bewildering news to get into today, as of course we have a very peculiar situation on our hands, as of course things are turning out for the worst for American society and the destruction of Western civilization, which of course is happening step by step, and that's exactly what we are going to be discussing in today's video with all the latest events. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com, and the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast is being shared around wildly all over the internet after a young lady decided to do an Instagram live in Philadelphia during the rioting and looting that happened last night. The store that she's outside of right now, by the way, was a liquor store, so unless you're getting your calories through alcohol, which you do get a lot of, I still bet that she probably won't be satiated after that, and I bet she's probably hankering a seed oil high fructose corn syrup meal after the looting spree yesterday that targeted many businesses in Philadelphia. But before getting into all of the latest commotion and craziness coming from Pennsylvania, we first wanted to issue a correction here from yesterday's video, as of course we reported to you that according to Ukrainian reports, they have successfully allegedly killed the Russian Black Sea Fleet commander, who now is giving interviews one day later after the Ukrainian government allegedly took him out, which obviously they didn't. I kind of just read the report of what was documented here, and it comes out that that story wasn't true at all. And that's why we wanted to be accountable and transparent to what we reported yesterday to what came out not to be true today. Now, in Philadelphia, a few hours ago, a crowd of mostly young individuals looted multiple stores, damaged property all throughout the Philadelphia area, specifically making their way into the center city and going after Foot Locker, the Apple Store, an alcohol store, and Lululemon. That were their targets, as of course we got viral footage like this showing people just stuffing their cars with consumer goods in a very similar essence to what happened just a few years ago during the BLM Black Lives Matter riots that of course killed more than 36 individuals in this country and led to tremendous property destruction all throughout the United States. As some online political commentators have made the comments that what we saw last night was not some kind of rare occurrence, but something that, of course, we are going to be facing a lot more of in the upcoming tumultuous presidential election here inside of this country. These are the comments made by online political commentator Mike Cernovich, who said, quote, "Philadelphia shows how bad it's going to get next year. I can't emphasize this enough, and for my own karma, must continue nagging you people. This isn't the same country. You need to be prepared. This isn't some short-term thing you watch happen. You'll be an involuntary participant." A message that resonated with a lot of individuals, including myself, as of course looking at the larger social economic picture, looking at the racial tensions in this country, looking at the larger divide and conquer agenda that is in full swing, that there's more fuel added to that particular fire through social media, through the corporate media, through larger psyopses and propaganda efforts that we are still not fully aware of. Absolutely, I think Mike Cernovich makes a very good point here to what we should be thinking about as scenes like this are being normalized more and more through every political cycle.
security running.
Oh shit, I saw
Yeah, man.
Yo, listen.
This, in my opinion, symbolically representing the fall of Western civilization, as of course we delved into this topic in a more frank and honest way yesterday on LukeUnfiltered.com, our own website, our own platform, where we do videos almost every single day just for members, along with 3 master classes, one with survival apocalypse training, learn how to filter water, live in the middle of nowhere by yourself, build a shelter, you name it, you got it, self-defense, plus a lot more, all available in a huge master class that you get for free, a part of signing up to LukeUnfiltered.com. And whatever you're into, land navigation, building a fire, Dakota fires, you name it, we got it. All on LukeUnfiltered.com as these 3 masterclasses. I should be absolutely selling them separately. I'm not. This is just a perk for people who sign up to LukeUnfiltered.com, as also we are doing contest giveaways. We just gave out a whole bunch of free tickets to the Timcast IRL event happening October 6th with myself, Matt Gates, Tim Poole, Patrick Bet, David, James O'Keefe. And on that same weekend of that event, October 8th, we are doing an in real life meetup only for members of LukeUnfiltered.com. So if you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? Signing up is quick. It's easy. It's simple. You click right here. You join up. You get an email with your login information. Click that link down in the description below right now, and I will see you there right after this broadcast with yet another very special, interesting, thought-provoking video that I did yesterday with one of my friends walking down the streets of Hollywood, California, and detailing just some of the debauchery, the homelessness, and insanity that people have to deal with almost every single day. That video only available right now for members of LukeUnfiltered.com. See you there right after this broadcast. As of course, we're still not done here, and I kind of want to expand a little bit more to what Mike Cernovich was talking about in his particular tweet here, as of course, it's not just the riots that we have to look out for, but for the larger consequences of the economic destruction that is there before the riots and after the riots that only exacerbates a very struggling economic outlook for everyone. As of course, it's fair to say that the current political establishment is waging a war on blue-collar Americans, as the middle class has absolutely been eviscerated, and we're living in an ever-so-Hunger Games-like society with uber elites and the poors. The poors that, of course, are screwed over, as even businesses are struggling to survive, as Target is reporting how they just closed down 9 of their stores in 4 states because of theft, looting, and crime. This, of course, is not an anomaly, as CVS is also reporting that they just closed 900 stores and will be doing so by the end of 2024, also because of the massive amounts of theft that happen within it that local authorities and district attorneys that are financed by a billionaire refuse to do anything about. And once you allow a specific amount of lawlessness, once you normalize it, it of course only starts to increase from there. As of course, this is the effect on businesses. Now, what is happening to small businesses? What is happening to individuals that are also being targeted, that are also being robbed, that are also by force having their items taken away from them? Well, we're moving ever so closer towards a lawless society that, of course, rewards a lot of this nonsense, as of course the same corporations that are being stolen from are also the same corporations pushing woke, equity, and diverse BLM talking points while discriminating against a whole group of individuals and denying them access to capital, jobs, and opportunities. This as Nike just announced that they are eliminating white people from their executive managers, professionals, and less senior roles at their corporation, all in the name of equity and inclusion. This as Bloomberg is reporting that, quote, corporate America promised to hire a lot more of people of color, and it actually did, as they're documenting how 94% of the new S&P 100 jobs went to people of color. Only 6% went to white people, as of course the discriminatory racist policies are only being normalized, as Bloomberg is reporting that the year after the Black Lives Matter protests that killed 36 individuals overwhelmingly led corporate America to hire 94% of people of color, while specifically denying people opportunities and jobs even though they were qualified for it because of the way that they were born. This, again, is just racist, discriminatory policies that keeps escalating in many nefarious ways, as schools and higher institutions of learning have also implemented these policies throughout the years, and they're even releasing videos like this comparing white people to mosquitoes. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is in production with Fusion, a company closely aligned with, of course, Disney, that literally came out and said, white people are mosquitoes that literally suck the blood and life and carry disease towards people of color. This is allegedly done by the mosquitoes, or AKA white people, saying that some people speak good English, saying that everything happens for a reason. Again, just absolutely freaking ridiculous, highlighting how a black person then uses a flamethrower and then kills the white people mosquitoes and then turns them into ash. And this is the school staff training video that people are being indoctrinated to, as racism, discriminatory policies, and just absolute bigotry is being normalized in this society, as rampant criminality is getting a stamp of approval by the establishment that could stop the looting, could stop the crime that's happening in inner cities all throughout the United States, as of course they have the latest, greatest technological advancements to spy, track, and database everything everyone is doing, but they are refusing to do so, of course, strictly punishing political thought crimes very extensively, while, of course, excusing real crimes happening in the United States, as, of course, we now live in a two-tier justice system where you are punished more if you have a certain political ideology rather than, of course, if you go along with the status quo. This, as Wired is reporting, how police officers have new autonomous drones that could track people in the dark, as more Democratic politicians, paid off by the same billionaires who buy off the district attorneys in their states, are signing more laws preventing individuals from being able to defend themselves, increasing taxes, just like in California, where Gavin Newsom just passed a law denying people the ability to carry self-defense tools in most public places, while doubling the tax on self-defense items, which now is estimated to be taxed at 22%. And it's not taxed, it's of course theft. All of this as the Republican frontrunner is facing more legal scrutiny for his businesses that are being arbitrarily punished by a judge without even having him to make a court appearance, as we're heading towards some very troubling times, to say the least, politically, socially, and economically, as of course the outlook here for the future of this country doesn't look that optimistic, to say the least. And if you agree with me, share this video so at least we can get the word out and at least people understand that there is going to be major significant trouble ahead, because I think it's pretty obvious that that's exactly what's happening. I wish it wasn't this way. I wish there was more to de-escalate the tensions. I wish there was less of a massive pendulum swing, politically speaking, with the justice system being weaponized. I wish there was less of a divide and conquer agenda. I wish there was less propaganda, especially when it comes to this entire Black Lives Matter debacle that has destroyed race relations and made them at an all-time low, more than they almost ever have been in recent human history. I wish people didn't look at each other and just see differences, but that's not the type of world we're living in right now, as of course there is, in my opinion, a larger engineering of a crisis that soon a lot of us will face. I don't want to face it, but I think that's the case here. What do you think is happening? Let me know down in the comment section below. One more video coming your way later on today on lukeunfiltered.com, and I might go live. So click the notification button here from Los Angeles, California at the Republican presidential debates. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, click the notification button. You might get a notification, you might not, but we're going to be very busy here doing a lot of work for you. Stay tuned for that, plus a lot more. Love you.